Hey folks, thanks for joining us today. In today's video we are going to be reviewing how to repair a Hypertherm AccuStream style on-off valve. Alright, we're on site here in Minnesota today at a customer site, and you can see here with their valve we have a little bit of water dripping out around the valve body, possibly the inlet connection, and also water coming out the nozzle, which more than likely means we have a needle and seat issue. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready to jump right in. Alright folks, like with any maintenance on a high pressure water jet, we're going to want to go ahead and hit the e-stop, turn off the main power, and also turn off the water at the wall and at the high pressure pump. And as a last safety precaution, I always like to turn the water on at the cutting head, making sure that any high pressure water has been dispelled from the system. Alright, we're going to begin by disconnecting the 1/4 inch inlet line. You're going to need a 5/8 and a 13/16 wrench. And as seen here, you're going to get a little bit of the residual water coming out of the 1/4 inch line. Eventually that will stop. Alright, moving on, we're going to go ahead and grab a 7/8 wrench and a 1-inch wrench, and putting the 1-inch wrench on the bottom of the valve body and the 7/8 on the top of the air actuator seen here, and just go ahead and break free for now. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that 13/16 inch wrench again, breaking free the high pressure side here of the adapter at the valve body, and making sure to be careful as there is a bullet inside of that adapter on the 3/8 male side. Alright, at this point we're going to go ahead and grab the top of the air actuator and go ahead and turn the bottom portion of the cutting head as seen here, breaking free the air actuator from the top of the valve body. Find a spot if you can and go ahead and set the air actuator aside for now. Next we're going to grab a 13/16 inch wrench and a 1-inch wrench, using the 13/16 for the down tube and the 1-inch for the bottom of the valve body as shown here. Utilizing the 2 wrench techniques, go ahead and break free the valve body from the top of the adapter. Removal of the valve guts are able to be done utilizing either a dowel pin that typically comes with a kit or a hex key. Go ahead and push from the bottom side of the valve body up, and you can see here the valve parts are easily removed. Alright, for this customer we're going to go ahead and use a brand new valve body. This is going to be Hennco part number 23006, which is the Hypertherm AccuStream style valve body. And of course we're going to go ahead and need an on-off valve repair kit, which is Hennco part number 23001. Let's go ahead and set the parts out on the table. As you can see here, we're going to have the on-off valve seat, a bearing, a needle, and the high pressure valve seal. Alright, we're going to start with the valve seal. As you can see here, it's a blue seal with a red O-ring on it. The O-ring will come pre-installed on the seal. And what we're going to want to do is grab the valve body and drop in the valve seal, making sure that the red O-ring is facing downwards as shown here. Alright, next let's go ahead and grab the bearing as seen here. As you're going to see, the bearing is actually symmetrical, so you can go ahead and install it. It doesn't matter whether it's facing up or downwards. From here we're going to go ahead and grab the needle and take the tapered side and push downwards, at which point we're going to want to go ahead and grab a wooden dowel and press again on the top of the needle, pushing down to where we're going to leave about 3/8 of the needle exposed on top of the bearing. And we are all set. That is how you install the guts into the valve body, at which point we're going to want to grab our seat and head back with the valve body back to the table. Alright, once at the table we're going to want to grab some blue goop and a brush and start applying some blue goop to the top of the adapter as seen here. Next, let's go ahead and grab our high pressure seat, and we're going to install that into the top of the adapter, as you can see here, with the stepped side facing up. Once again, we're going to go ahead and grab that blue goop and our brush and go ahead and apply a liberal amount of blue goop all over the top of the seat. We're now ready to move on to the installation on the machine. We're going to go ahead and grab the valve body and the adapter with the seat that we just did, and go ahead and thread the valve body onto the adapter. To tighten everything up, we're going to want to go ahead and grab that 13/16 inch wrench and the 1-inch wrench. 1-inch wrench for the valve body, 13/16 for the adapter. Again, utilizing the 2-hand technique, go ahead and torque down the valve body to the adapter. All right, the next step is probably one of the most important steps in a valve body rebuild, which most people do not remember to do, which is to turn the cutting head to the on position, lifting the piston inside of the air actuator. As you can see here, if you actually cycle the air on and off, you can actually see the piston moving, retracting, and pushing back down. All right, let's leave the cutting head in the on position, and let's go ahead and grab our blue goop and our brush and start applying blue goop to the top of the threads on the valve body as shown here. Let's grab that air actuator that we set aside and go ahead and begin threading the air actuator to the valve body, twisting the cutting head. As we turn the cutting head or the air actuator to the on position is at this step, if there was any misalignment between the needle in the seat and the cutting head was in the off position, you would be driving that needle and that misalignment 360 degrees into the seat. All right, at this point we're going to want to go ahead and orientate the inlet side of the valve body to the center of the mounting collar to the best of our ability. All right, next let's grab our 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter using the 3/8 bullet side to connect to the center of the valve body. It's an important step to make sure that you get that bullet to hit the center of that valve body and make sure that everything is concentric. All right, very last step is let's go ahead and grab our 1/4 inch line with the 5/8 inch wrench, making sure that you use plenty of blue goop on your collars and glands, and let's reattach the high pressure line. Reattach the abrasive line to the cutting head, and on the very last step, let's go ahead and turn the cutting head to the off position as seen here. Hey folks, thanks for joining us today. As always, hey, if you got any questions, comments, give us a call, 1-833-4Hennco.